أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كلام الله تعالى، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. وما قل وكفى خير مما كثر وألهى، وإنما توعدون لآت وما أنتم بمعجزين. ثم أما بعد، عباد الله، when was the last time that you bought new garment, new clothes? When? Maybe it was yesterday, or the last week, or the last month. But when did you renew the garment of Iman, the clothing of the heart? When Allah Azza wa Jal sent Adam alayhi salam with his wife to this earth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them two kinds of garments. One for the outer appearance, which is our garments, our clothing, that we wear to cover our bodies and adornment for our appearance, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He mentioned this, He told us to care more about the other garments, which is for the heart, which is for the inner essence, which is the reality of righteousness. Allah Azza wa Jalla said in the Quran, when He sent Adam alayhi salam, talking to Adam alayhi salam and the children of Adam, يا بني آدم قد أنزلنا عليكم لباسا يواري سوآتكم وريشا ولباس التقوى ذلك خير ذلك من آيات الله لعلهم يذكرون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking directly to every one of the children of Adam. O children of Adam, Ya Bani Adam, قَدْ أَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكُمْ, we gave you, we sent down with you لِبَاسًا يُوَارِي سَوْآتِكُمْ وَرِيشًا, garment to cover your bodies and adornment. وَلِبَاسُ التَّقْوَى ذَلِكَ خَيْرٌ, and the garment or the clothing of taqwa, of righteousness, is better, is more important. If you care about your appearance, if you care about your clothing, you change it from time to time, from month to month. What about your heart? What about the righteousness in the heart? Because if this garment that you wear worn out because you are wearing it, so also the faith, the belief, the iman in the heart, the same thing is happening for it. It's worn out after days. As Prophet Muhammad ﷺ mentioned, إِنَّ الْإِيمَانَ لَيَخْلَقُ فِي جَوْفِ أَحَدِكُمْ كَمَا يَخْلَقُ الثَّوْبِ. The iman, the faith, the belief worn out in your heart, like the garment that you're wearing. فَاسْأَلُوا اللَّهَ أَنْ يُجَدِّدَ الْإِيمَانَ فِي قُلُوبِكُمْ. So ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to revive the iman, to relieve the iman, the faith, the taqwa in your hearts. Because of the sins, day and night, that you are committing, because you are not protected from the sins. Can you count your words that you said yesterday? Can you count it? What about the last week? What about the last month? What about the last year? Can you count it? If you forgot it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't forget. It's written. Every word. Even every letter Some scholars said that if someone is in pain and he is paining and he is saying anything because of this pain, this will be rated. Everything. Can you count what you said yesterday? You are talking about people. Are you sure that you are talking about them in a good way? This will be written for you. You will get reward for it, or it will be against you. So everything is written, and we forget. So the only way to renew this garment is to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the only protection from these sins and the only forgiveness from it and the only guidance to the straight path is coming from Him subhanahu wa ta'ala, not from anyone else. And this is the reason that you are coming here to the masajid. This is the reason that you are praying. This is the reason that you are fasting. This is the reason for any good deed that you are doing. Anything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us to do it, it is to achieve this goal. To be righteous people. To reach to achieve the righteousness, at-taqwa. It is the goal that we need to strive hard to achieve it and to have it in our hearts. Ya ayyuhan nas, u'budu rabbakum. This is the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the first command in the Quran. The first command in the Quran, Ya ayyuhan nas, O people, u'budu rabbakum, worship your Lord, الذي خلقكم والذين من قبلكم, who created you and created the people before you. Why? لعلكم تتقون, to be righteous people. To achieve this righteousness, especially about the Siyam. We are coming closer to Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala extend our life to reach to Ramadan. And the reason that Allah Azza wa Jal decreed and commanded us to fast is to achieve this goal, righteousness. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. O you who have believed, it was decreed and it's command for you and for the people before you to be righteous people, to achieve righteousness. So this is the goal that we should strive hard to reach, to achieve it. And this something in the heart. No one can know the reality of this righteousness except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because you can do a lot of things showing off. No one knows the reality of the belief or the righteousness which is in the heart except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warned us from praising ourselves. فَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ هُوَ أَعْلَمُ بِمَنِ اتَّقَى. Don't praise yourself, because it is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who knows the reality of the taqwa in your heart. One of the reasons that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us the great gift, giving us the month of Ramadan with different kinds of worship, is to renew this iman, to renew this taqwa in the hearts. It's a great blessing that Allah Azza wa Jal gave us this month and guided us to it. So, ask yourself, what did I do to prepare myself to achieve this goal in Ramadan? Are you ready for Ramadan? This is the question that you need to ask yourself in the last week of Sha'ban, because this is the last week of Sha'ban, to prepare your heart as much as you can to welcome Ramadan. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يجعلنا ممن يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه وأن يجعلنا هداة المهتدين اللهم آمين. الحمد لله وحده وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على من لا نبي بعده نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ثم أما بعد. The only month that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned it in the Quran by its name is the month of Ramadan, to tell us about the importance of this month, the honor that Allah gave to this time by mentioning it by name in the Quran, by praising this month, and that Allah Azza wa Jal gave this month something very, very special, that Allah Azza wa Jal chose this month to be the time to send down the revelation to His prophets, peace be upon them. It was mentioned in the hadith that the Torah, the Bible, and the Quran was revealed in Ramadan. And especially about Ramadan, about the Quran, the last and the universal revelation that Allah Azza wa Jal sent it, guidance for all humans over centuries. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان. If you are praying day and night, asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide you to the straight path. If you want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept from you, so this is a very great chance to get the guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in these coming days in the Ramadan. شهر رمضان, the month of Ramadan, الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. This month that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose to send down, to reveal the Quran to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. هدى للناس, guidance for all humans. وبينات من الهدى والفرقان, clear evidences, clear proofs from the guidance to guide you to the straight path, والفرقان, and to differentiate between truth and false. So, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose this month to send down this guidance to every one of human beings, so what did you do during Sha'ban, and what are you planning to do during Ramadan to get this guidance? Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was caring so much about these days, the days of Sha'ban and the days of Ramadan, and doing extra worship reciting Quran more, praying more, extra prayer, fasting more, to prepare the heart to reach to the level of Iman, to be in the best cases in Ramadan, to find the sweetness and the beauty of reciting the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to reach to the levels of righteous people from the prophets or their followers. Of course, we cannot be like them, but we need to strive hard to be with them, to be closer to them. Because it's a very, very bad thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us great blessings day and night, and we are not grateful. That Allah Azza wa Jal is giving us more chances to get closer to Him, but we are wasting it, or we don't care about it. So ask yourself, what did I do to prepare myself for Ramadan, to get more reward, to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And what is your plan? If you didn't prepare yourself well, if you don't have clear plan to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in those days, so you should be sure that you will waste a lot. And you will regret in the day that regret it will be useless. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يجعلنا جميعا من الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه، وأن يجعلنا هداة مهتدين غير ضالين ولا مضلين. اللهم اجعلنا هداة مهتدين. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه، وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا، وكره لنا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان، واجعلنا من الراشدين. اللهم اغفر لنا ولآبائنا وأمهاتنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان، ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها. اللهم أعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. اللهم بلغنا رمضان واجعلنا فيه من الفائزين. اللهم بلغنا ليلة القدر وأعنا على قيامها إيمانا واحتسابا. اللهم اجعلنا من صام رمضان إيمانا واحتسابا. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم، وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم انصر عبادك المستضعفين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر دينك وكتابك وسنة نبيك وعبادك الصالحين. اللهم اصلح لنا شأننا كله، ولا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة عين. اللهم صل وسلم وزد وبارك على عبدك ونبيك محمد.